So it's been 2 years since Roe v. Wade was struck down, and like things are getting worse, right? They're getting worse everywhere. They're getting worse in Europe too. And where is this coming from? Like, is it technological change that's making people feel insecure? I don't know. But like, just take Trump. Like, who supports him, right? Like, he's supported by white nationalists. He's supported by like the evangelical right. But like, when you actually try to connect with those people and look at them, it's like they're not supporting him because they're like really religious, right? They're supporting him because of this sort of toxic masculinity he represents. Like it's sort of the anti-cancel culture thing where like they're reveling in how toxic he is. And it's toxicity in the real world. So it's like coming from that same place as like Family Guy and like sort of the ironic sexism, ironic racism of that stuff. Except it's real now, right? It's like saying, hey, it should be okay to say this stuff, but hey, it's actually real. And we're going to actually take away your rights for real. Like, you won't be able to get an abortion, and access to like trans health care will be restricted. And maybe birth control will eventually be restricted. And it's kind of weird because like in a lot of places, like the religious stuff being passed seems to contradict the type of toxic people pushing for it, right? Because like, I mean, you know that Trump has probably at least gotten one woman pregnant who he's actually forced to have an abortion. And I'm sure that's true of people like Matt Gaetz and all those people. Like, they're toxic bro type people who have nothing to do with the Christian right. Yet they're sort of supporting these laws that go against their entire lifestyle, sort of, except it doesn't, because they're rich enough they can escape from it, right? Like they can send their mistress off to a different state to get an abortion, although they're supporting the national laws too. So like, I don't know, it's a weird combination of stuff, and it's very different than like the Reagan coalition of the economic conservatives sort of supporting the evangelical right. Now it's sort of this toxic white nationalist bro-y, you know, like you got the Peter Thiels, like you got the Elon Musks, you got these people who are just sort of toxic, and like their entire thing, like in the Elon Musk case, is just being toxic. Like there's nothing else there. They're just toxic, and they support Trump because he's also toxic. And like, maybe it'll cause a war, maybe it'll make global warming worse, maybe all these things. They don't care because they really value that toxicity. And like, where exactly does that come from?